Good day, everyone. My name is Maureen Lewis, and I'm a retired teacher. Welcome to my channel, Malu Stories, where I tell you about my experiences inside and outside the classroom. Now today I'm going to tell you 2 secrets about myself. The first one started when I was in first summer at high school. You know, for the first, one of the few things that we learned in first summer that we didn't know already at primary school was Spanish. And you know, the teacher didn't use any textbooks. She just asked us questions, told us how to say it in Spanish, and then we would answer in English. You know, like ¿Cómo te llamas tú? And you'd say, yo me llamo Maureen Lewis. The one I want to tell you about now is the hair color. Now, when I was young, I had bright red hair. And when the teacher asked, ¿De qué color tiene el pelo? You know, and of course, some children would answer, yo tengo el pelo negro, if you have black hair, or yo tengo el pelo moreno, if you have brown hair. But me now, the teacher said I didn't have black or brown hair. I had chestnut hair. So I must say, yo tengo el pelo castaño. From that, I was very extra because I was the only one who had chestnut hair in the class. So of course, you know, whenever she asks what color is your hair, I wait for my turn because she's going to ask me because I am the only one with that color hair. Anyway, out of that, the girls, the students, not girls, decided to call me Chestnut because I had chestnut color hair. And so of course, I wasn't very pleased, but they didn't care. So they started calling me Chestnut, and after a time they just started calling me Chessie. And so I became Chessie from first home right through school. And then one day somebody asked me, calling me that. After I left school, I saw somebody from school and they said, Chessie, why they call you that? Because your chest big? I said, no, because I didn't have any sort of chest when I was in high school. I said, they call me Chessie, short for Chestnut. I was reminded of it because you all know that I had a birthday last month. And one of my friends on Facebook is my friend from high school. And she wrote, happy birthday, Chessie. And so I remembered. So I thought I'd tell you about it. Anyway, one day I was at school where I was teaching. And I hear a voice call out, Chestnut, Chessie. And I look around and I saw him. I said, come here. I said, where you get that from? And he said this. And he told me, oh, somebody told him and all that. I said, if you use it, you die. And I said, if I even hear any other boy with it, you die. So I've never heard any other student with it, but whenever I pass nearby, you hear him whisper, Chessie. And I would ignore him. I gave him a nickname to, but I won't tell you because you know who it is. So the other secret now was the other school I went to when I was going to university. I'd applied to university to do English and Spanish, because I loved both of those things. And in fact, by the time I reached 6th form, I was a teacher for the class because the teacher made us teach each other, and I was always trying to be ahead of the other, so I always knew what was coming next and all of that. And so I applied to do English literature and Spanish. However, when I reached, there was a problem because when the application, the only Spanish course in my program was a beginner's Spanish, and they said I couldn't do that because I had done Spanish up to A level in high school, so I couldn't do the beginner's Spanish. So the person who was counseling us, I should have known better, but at the time, you know, when you're young and foolish, he was the head of history. So he said, why don't you do these 2 history courses instead? So when I looked and I didn't see anything else, I said, okay, I'll do the English and the history. Only to find out later on that if it had been somebody else, I could have got to do a Spanish course because there was another Spanish course, but the way they put it, you know, and if you are not experienced, you don't realize that was so. But I suppose he wanted people in his history program. So when I tell the boys, I taught history and English, and when I tell the boys that I never passed history at GC, General Certificate of Education, I loved history in school, and I had a crush on the history teacher, and I used to work hard and do well. But he left, and after that I lost interest, so I didn't do any more work in it, so I didn't pass it. But when I picked it up at university, now I end up doing a lot of history courses and a lot of English courses. So when I tell the boys that I never passed history at GC, they say, "What? Are you teaching it now?" I said, "I picked it up at university, man. So I know what I'm doing, so you can trust me." And you know, I end up my first year in teaching. I taught only English, and then at the other school I taught only history. And during the course of my teaching career, I did both English language and literature and history. So it worked out, and you know, I learned to love history again, and I enjoyed teaching it, and I enjoyed trying to make it interesting for the boys, because you know, there's a myth, can't do this, you know, them up at dates there and all and things. So you know, I hope I succeeded, because I mean, many boys chose it and they did well at it. In fact, today at the supermarket, I saw a gentleman say, "Oh, see the lady that get a lot of grade ones in history there." So those are the two secrets, that my nickname was Chestnut, and that I never did past history in high school, but I taught, that was my main teaching subject when I became a teacher. So that's the story for today. Until next time, please remember to like, subscribe, share. See ya.